Dairy farming is the best investment of our time. And I would like to substantiate this and say, comparing dairy investment and some rentals somewhere, which is the best investment, I would pick dairy farming. And this is the reason why I would do so. You see, in the first place, you are guaranteed of constant revenues into your bank account whenever you have got a dairy cow, and especially where you have got a well-structured market. Of course, milk will always be paid, is in high demand. Statistics tell us that by 2030, the per capita consumption in Kenya will double. This means that the demand that we already have is going to double. Actually, at the moment, imports from other countries, for example Uganda, into Kenya have tripled. However much someone would argue that the production cost in Kenya is higher than that of Uganda, again, when it comes to breeding issues, ability to, again, remember that these statistics are not constant for Kenya alone. Remember, even in Uganda, their per capita consumption is also going to increase with time. Therefore, it presents this situation whereby the market will always be there. Again, our breeding rate is somewhat low than we could be expecting, and therefore we need to make sure that we are getting into this particular business. And again, that also guarantees that this particular investment is not going anywhere anytime soon, because by 2030, we are talking about 6 years from now, it's gonna double. Of course, we are at about a total production of about 7 billion liters. That's in a year. Then, when it comes to production cost, of course, that can be well regulated. Of course, the markets in Kenya are way advanced. Of course, with the cooperative models, for example, Kerema Dairy is paying their customers or their members 48 shillings per liter of milk. So this is very impressive, because in majority of the places, actually, this particular field is actually rarely exploited. Actually, if you go around the country, which we do often, you actually see the potential that there is. Actually, people are relying on extensive systems, and their animals are still thriving. And as you have heard concerning the production, again, it just speaks to the potential that there is in this particular market and this particular region. Again, when it comes to technologies, we have got so many technologies in terms of fodder. We have got very advanced fodder, starting with the technologies that are developed by Kenya Agricultural Research Institute, CARI, CARO, all these factors combined. Again, we have got now the new generation technologies in fodder, the likes of June cow, super napier grass. We are also being introduced to various other forms or other types of fodder. It comes to sorghum, again, yellow maize, and all these are actually underexploited. Actually, when you go to places like Rift Valley, you find that, and I would like our friends from Rift Valley to tell us. So, and there is this things we call masakari. Masakaris, I think you can tell us whether you are still using the same. But the last time I was there, about 3 months ago, they were still relying on these dry fodder, or rather maize stovers. Of course, they will complain about production being low, but it just speaks to volumes in terms of the potential that you already have. If you have a very large piece of shamba, you can produce corn, even if it's for human consumption. I know you can spare some little piece and produce fodder for your dairy cow. Among the many problems that we go through as a result of maybe lack of a lot of exposure and all that, but we are here to make sure that we are enlightening each other, making sure that we are also taking our ventures to the next level. I'm telling you that there is a big potential in this particular business. When you look around, go to any supermarkets around town, you see all these milk brands, yogurts, ghee, butter, all these particular products, and they all come from milk. They are there, they have got a high demand. You are looking at some other companies that just are coming into the market. For example, look at Demka Dairy. They run a brand called Gracie's. You can look at how they have been able to advance. I know that particular product, they come from Othaya, that is in Nyeri County. Of course, we have got so many other brands that are coming up with very good products, and the products that are appealing to the customers. And of course, these processors will need raw materials. Of course, wherever they are, for example, Demka Dairy, I know that they have got a wide network of customers who supply milk to them. That's a private company. As I also mentioned, when you go to cooperatives, so many of them. When you go even to Sotik Highlands, you find that even the KCC, the new Kenya Cooperative Creameries, they have got a very good plant there. The environment, the climate there is very amazing. Animals are thriving. They actually had some are extensive systems, others are zero grazed, others in semi-intensive systems. When you go all the way towards Kisii, Nyamira, you get to see the opportunities that there are. So there is no any reason that could make you fail to consider dairy production. The markets are there. You have got land that is very rich. Even when you go to Garissa, I have got so many friends of mine who are in that particular region of our country, and they are doing very well. Actually, when you go to a particular demonstration farm where they are actually producing even super napier grass, the proprietor of that particular demo, Mr. Hassan, is actually doing exotic dairy. They are local indigenous dairy. And you go to the what we call the Tana River County also, they have got some other good friends of mine. They are also doing very well. Again, when you look at the whole spectrum and look at Kenya at large, you find that, and I've actually not mentioned the central Kenya regions, other places like Nakuru, Subukia, all these particular areas, Molo, Joro, and all those particular areas. Even when you go to Baringo, I've got good friends of mine there. They are doing very well in terms of dairy production. So their land, and actually what amazes me is that in these particular areas, there are some places, for example, when you are in Githunguri, it's actually unthinkable of even producing something like Boma Road hay, because the sizes of land, they are actually smaller. Again, when you think about other types of fodder, other good quality protein sources like Lucerne, among others, can be grown in some of these areas because of the code that they are released, and also the constraint in terms of the land mass and all that. But if you are in Rift Valley, for example, you have got access to large tracts of land. You won't fail to spare some portion. For example, if you are using say napier grass, like the super napier or the June cow, and I'm not marketing for any particular brand, I'm just giving an example of our modern times. So it's good to provide information that is quite relevant to the times that we are in. Actually, you see that in 1 acre of land, you can do a minimum of 10 animals comfortably throughout the year. I know you have access to larger portions. Even if the harvest don't do that well, of course, even with 2 acres, managing about 10 animals is very simple. Again, even if you need to do some investment in terms of irrigation of this particular fodder at the whole farm at large, of course, there is a great opportunity in this case. And again, you know, you will also be able to work on the cost, because once you have been able to produce majority of the resources that you need, of course, that's fodder, you aren't purchasing that in cash. Of course, that's also another cost-cutting measure. And you know, a dairy cow does not require rocket science to manage. Actually, it's very simple. Making sure that their hygiene is well taken care of. When it comes to nutrition, you are going to get it in a very good way. So I remember visiting Chwere in Bungoma County, and our fans who are in those particular places of the country could comment and tell us what their experience is. And we are actually committed to giving you information and also very contextualized, you know, stories, you know, in terms of dairy production in the country. And we have got a very clear picture in our minds, and we are also going to bring on board guests, you know, subsequently. But at the moment, you know, we are just going to discuss and be able to bring this whole discussion on the table. Let's talk about this. Let's talk about what exactly it is that is affecting our dairy production ventures. What is it that we are unable to change? If we need help again. We also have got so many stakeholders around and who can help us. Actually, I can say that even, for example, the Deputy President of the Great Republic of Kenya is actually doing dairy in his backyard very well, and a big shout out to him. And also many other prominent people have got these particular investments. And what do they know that the rest of us don't? You know, you should just fill in the dots. Of course, it's very it pays very well. Actually, when it comes to management of cattle, when it comes to feeding our dairy cattle, I mean, you only need to master a few concepts on how to go about the same. That is, for example, what quantity of feeds does my cow require in a day? For example, that's dry matter. So majority of the fodder, fresh fodder, will contain way above 70% moisture, and that should not you know, make you feel you know, demoralized. But there is a way towards you know, or rather towards approaching this particular component. So for example, it's very simple. So if you are doing fresh fodder, you should know that a standard dairy cow should take about 55 kilograms. That's a cow weighing about 400 kilograms. That's, for example, fresh fodder, fresh napier grass. And in this case, once you provide them with the same, if you have got this proteinous feed, for example, Rusan, you shouldn't do more than 3 kilograms in a day. Again, when it comes to working on our concentrate, I know what matters again is the quality of this particular feed. So if the quality is not good, again, you won't get as much. But when the quality is good, of course, you have an upper hand in the whole game. So when it comes to the quality of, say, of dairy meal, it is highly advisable to get a good quality dairy meal. Of course, you ask me which one is good. I know you can actually formulate your own. You can get a link on the same. We will attach the same in the description of this particular video. So when it comes to dairy meal, when it comes to mineral rich, is very simple. Understand that our animals require mineralics throughout their lifetime. So starting from the second month of life, your calf will require mineralics. Then in the unfortunate circumstances where they have undergone mineral deficiencies and they are showing this sign, of course there are also alternate routes to us going about the same. So, and if you have got an animal that is actually having brown coat, you have done your best towards solving that and you aren't getting any results, you can talk to our team. They are going to help you maneuver that very well, and you're also going to get great results.